I'm Brandon. So the theme for this series is called Counting the Cost. Just wanted to break that down a little bit for those who may have never heard it. Now, counting the cost, it's recorded in
the book of Luke
14, verses 25 through 34, I believe. Yeah, through 33. And in those verses, Jesus is talking about what it's going to take if you consider becoming a Christian. Now, many people don't think about this. They hear Christian, they hear church, they hear being saved, and that's just all they hear. And I'm gung-ho, I want to do it, let's go. But the truth of the matter is, you have to think about this. You have to imagine and really consider what it means to be a follower of Jesus. So this is what this theme is talking about. Following Jesus is going to cost you something, not because I said it, but because Jesus himself said it. He said, count the cost. So what does it mean to count the cost? I'm just going to break it down really briefly, so hopefully you'll get a good understanding. So counting the cost, it means thinking. Number one, you need to think. What will it cost you to follow Jesus? What Jesus offers to all humanity is a free gift. But though it is free, it still costs something. You see, if you know anything about Jesus, you know that he lived on this earth. He came from heaven, lived on this earth, and he died. And then God rose him back from the dead. You see, he died so that we can be in community with him again, so that we could have a relationship with him, so that we would be saved from the coming judgment of this world. That's what it costs Jesus, his whole life. What does he ask for in return? Our lives. He asked that we would sacrifice ourselves, but not to die physically, but to die to our own desires, wants, and needs. Will he supply those for us? I believe so, but not until we understand that he comes first. So counting the cost really means to think about what you must give up in order to follow God. You see, in Luke chapter 14, it talks about, it gives two examples. And in those two examples, one of them is someone who's going to build a house or build a building. He says, don't builders consider how much money it'll take to build something before they build it, just to make sure they have enough money to get through the whole project. And then it mentions kings. It says, don't kings think about how many people they need to have in their army to fight off the next army coming against them? You see, Jesus is giving us the same question. Consider, think about what this is going to take for you to do this. So my question to you is the same question Jesus posed to us thousands of years ago. Will you consider the cost? Will you think about what it's going to take? What are you going to have to give up? What are you going to have to sacrifice so that God can do what he wants to in your life? So this month, take some time to think about that question, to consider the cost of following Jesus.